Hi guys, welcome to Khong Driving, and yes, today is a very historic day. We are going to drive the Arteon 4Motion R line for the first time. So I just got familiar with the car, and now we are just going to move off. We are in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis, and of course we are in some kind of Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to drive around the Petaling Jaya area. We have to stay within the 10-kilometer radius of my home, and so basically the whole of Petaling Jaya is okay lah. And we're going to drive the car around at normal road speeds, and we're going to see how it behaves. Few loose things around here. The noises that you hear will be from all the equipment that I have lying around the car. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras running and 1 voice recorder and a nice car and a willing driver. Okay, we're on the LDP. Wow, this car has got plenty of power, man. 280 PS, 350 Newton meters of torque from a 2-liter engine. So this is basically mechanically the same power as I have in my Mark 7 Golf R. Yeah, this is the Arteon R line. There, somewhere in the world there is another one. It's called the Arteon R, and I think that one has a lot more horsepower. And so the R line is slightly below that. They cannot give you all the power, but they give you enough. And 280 PS, is it enough for a car like this? Yes, it is more than enough. And with the 4Motion, which basically means all-wheel drive, it means you get very good driving dynamics and of course superb handling, and around the corners nothing much comes close, except of course my Golf R, which is mechanically the same. Now this one is a little bit heavier, and the power in a straight line dash, if the two cars were to drag, of course the Golf R will be slightly faster because it's much lighter. So we're on the LDP, and whilst on the road there are 5, I think, wait, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 modes for you to select, pre-select mode, and then the 5th one is the individual. So for very start, you can have on Eco, you just use a touch screen. On Eco, you get a very nice fuel economy because it also includes a coasting function. When you lift off on the accelerator, the gears disengage, so you are freewheeling, and that saves a lot of petrol. Of course, from a safety point of view, the moment you accelerate or touch the brakes, the gears are engaged automatically. So it is not there's no danger at all to the user. And of course, in eco mode, the fueling is done very conservatively, so there's not so much power, but there's enough for you to move around. And next, there is the comfort mode, and comfort mode makes the suspension softer, and the gear, maybe it starts off in second gear. The gear changes are smoother and more relaxed, so there's no jerking at all, and you still get some fuel economy, and the steering is light and all that. Then the next one is normal, where everything is as should be. Okay, the shock absorbers in the normal setting, so they have soft, normal, and sport. So it's in the middle setting, and so is the steering and the engine tuning. So this is what the engine would be like if you didn't do anything to it. Yeah, normal tuning for good balance between fuel economy and power. And then the next phase of it is the sport, and you hear it, the change in the sound. Oh yes, sound in this car is artificial. It's piped in and it comes through the speakers, and there is an option for you to turn it off, and well, it gives you that feeling of sportiness. Yeah, so the moment you go into sport, then you will get the sound change. And of course it comes with pedal shifters. Okay, there's something I need to switch off first. Driver assist and settings. I want to look at lane assist. Yes, this car has got lane assist, and I have to switch it off. Yes. Lane assist is what steers you back, if you inadvertently change lanes. Well, I find it a bit disconcerting, because I'm driving, then suddenly it moves me, and then sometimes there's a voice that says stay in the middle of the lane. So anyway, I personally don't think it's a nice feature to have, but a lot of people want it now, And yes, this car does not have AEB, nothing much except for the lane keep, and of course it's got this side assist, which is a more advanced form of blind spot monitoring, which I find quite good. But you have pedal shifters, and you can invoke the pedal shifters anytime. If you want a bit of fun. Look at that. Woo, so nice. Of course, there is a manual mode. You shift to manual just by pushing it to the left, and on the meter it says M. So we are in third gear, M, 3 of 7. So you can shift gears using the manual mode. Okay, sorry, that was just a little bit of acceleration just to feel the car. Yes, this car is really nice to drive in. Okay, what's the difference between this and the Golf R? Okay, I know that my Golf R has got a race mode. This one doesn't. So I suspect the tuning is slightly milder than that of the Golf R. For example, if the Golf R is in race mode, then it probably can develop, or rather it has the same horsepower, of course, but they will give you more fuel, give you more aggressive acceleration. But for the R line, maybe not as aggressive, yeah. So they call it sport and don't call it race. So for the Golf R, it's got a race mode, but that's all in the electronics. The base engine and all is the same. And well, if you want real performance, you can go for the R. But if you want something that is a good combination, because on weekdays you can use this car as a going to work car, and in the weekend you can take it to Genting or go for a drive, with your family and friends, and still enjoy the power. And all-wheel drive is something else, man. The grip is totally different. And you can just about do anything you want with this car without any problem. Okay, we're gonna go to one of the side roads. Okay, so when you're in sport mode, the acceleration, engine tuning, suspension is hard and stiffer, not hard. And the tuning is aggressive, so the response is very good. And it's different from comfort mode. In comfort mode, everything is very nice and comfortable. Okay, we are still in sport mode and we are in manual. Okay, I'm going to come out and then we're going to gun it because there's no car here. And of course, brakes are fantastic. Okay, that was just a short stint. No cars around. And 0 to 100 is 5.6 seconds. So this car is really nice. Okay, let's move to another mode. I'm going to go to normal mode. Still quite aggressive in tuning. Well, it's 280 PS. Okay, I'm going to put it back into automatic. It's normal in auto, it quiets down. How was that, man? Woo! Fantastic. So much grip. Not even a tiny squeak of protest from the tires. And yeah, these are 19-inch tires. And I'm not quite sure of the tire size. We'll check that later. But they are Pirelli P0s, yeah? And these are like almost track tires already. So they are very good high grip tires used by a lot of the top brands. So the P0s are beyond reproach. Okay, so we found a couple of corners where we can try out the car. We're in sport mode. Go a bit slow just in case there are oncoming cars, yeah? Nice. Wow. It's so nice that we're going to do it again in reverse. Woo! Really good, man. Just 2 corners. Okay, here we go again. Nice. Okay, back to normalcy to go back. We go to normal. Okay, we are back to civilization. Okay guys, that's it for our first drive of the Volkswagen Arteon 4Motion R line. I'm sorry we couldn't go up to Genting Highlands, but I promise you, when the conditions are right, we will be there. So please stay with us. Thanks very much for supporting us, and till we meet again, bye bye.